Hey y'all, it's Shay. Hey Survivor Sis, I'm back with another video. And I'm jumping on here tonight because I just keep getting this thing in my head about being the breaker. And I know that kind of sounds weird, but if you are going to end the cycle, you have to be a breaker of things. You are the common denominator to break the cycle, and it's time. I get so many inboxes because of the work that we do with my nonprofit. So I not only try to work out and do fitness and motivate survivors of domestic violence just by giving statistics and moving my body with physical fitness and things like that. I have an organization where I decorate the homes of survivors of domestic violence when they transition into their new beginning after shelter life. And I get several inboxes from people, if not weekly, every other week about, do I know of anything? Does our organization help with this? Or, something along those lines. Or people just interested about what we do because they've never heard about someone going in and decorating the home of a survivor of domestic violence when they transition from shelter life. And I know it's very unique because, first of all, God gave it to me. I feel that God told me to go and do the work that we do. And I come to this thing in my head to where when I hear about these stories, and they're just real life stories, they're very sad, and it's just a lot of things, stigmas that are attached to the shame of being abused mentally, physically, verbally, financially. And now we're adding words that we didn't hear back in the day. Not saying that the word didn't exist, but there are just words that are attached to these, the way things are going today that we just didn't hear about, like narcissism and things like that. Back in the day, in the 70s and 80s, we didn't normally hear that word, but that's the word that is very prevalent in our world and society today. So if you are going to win, if you are going to try to live a new life, if you're going to try to live free from this thing, that environment that you're in, you're going to have to be the breaker. There's just no other way. You being the breaker of this allows you to gain control back, because now you are out of control. You are out of control. You have no control, and you know it. You know you don't have control. Because that's where I was. I didn't have control. I was walking on eggshells. I was trying to figure out how the attitude of the day was going to be once I got into that environment, back into my home. And I did not want to continue to walk on eggshells, so I had to be the breaker 12 years ago. And if you want to see a new beginning, if you want to see a new lease on life, if you want to see freedom, you have to be the breaker. You are the common denominator. You are what's going to add to you. Your abuser can't add to you because he's constantly subtracting from you. And I know you see it every day. You could be having a normal conversation, and out of the blue, something sparks. And it's just because it's you. And if you want to be free, you have to be the breaker. And I want you to take this to heart. I want you to take this to your mind. I want you to take this to anywhere you need to take it to become free. I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm not going to tell you bedtime stories or anything like that. I'm not going to give you a nursery rhyme. that time is up. If you are a woman who's 20 years old, 30, 40, 50, 60, living in that environment, it's not a lifestyle. It's not supposed to be. You are going to have to be the breaker. And it's such a hard decision. It's such a hard decision because now everything falls apart. Right? But right now, you on the inside are falling apart. And everything else around you is too. You're in a season of isolation. You're in a season of unawareness, embarrassment, the trauma, all of that is there. I know. That's where I was 12 years ago. Over 12 years ago. And for me to break free, the last straw had to happen. And sometimes you have to get to the last straw. That's a saying from back in the day, the last straw. This is the last straw. I'm not going to do this anymore. Because you're wondering, where do I go? What do I do? How do I break free? How do I get this? How do I get that? It's called an exit plan. And sometimes people don't have to have time to do that. Sometimes people just don't have time to gather an exit plan because they may have thought about an exit plan months ago, days ago, years ago, but it disappeared because they didn't have a support system. They didn't have nobody to talk to. They lived in that darkness. They lived in, I can't break free. But I'm on here to tell you right now that you have to be the breaker. If you want to live a better life, free, no longer being controlled, you have to be the breaker. And I know exactly what that feels like. I wouldn't be on here telling you to do something if I hadn't done it. I don't have no degree in nothing. I have a high school diploma. I don't have no specialty in nothing. I am here as a real life person telling you, giving you just bits and pieces as I move through this with you, that I'm a real life person who went through it and had to be the breaker. I had to stop it. I didn't want my child to grow up in that. Trust me, when I got out, I was sleeping in my mom's 3rd bedroom. She had a 3-bedroom apartment on an air mattress, and my daughter was sleeping on the floor. So I was on the floor, but I was on an air mattress. But I was like, okay, you're younger than me, so you're going to sleep on the floor, under like a pallet. And that's where we were for 3 weeks. We didn't have to go to a shelter. And we got us a new place. But I'm telling you, sis, you're going to have to be the breaker, and it's time. I'm on here as your survivor sister to tell you that it's time. You will have to be the breaker because there are things that are waiting on you on the other side that's being delayed. And first of all, it's your freedom. Your freedom is being delayed. We're going to work out strategies. We're going to work out what we need to work out. I talk to women often about exit plans and what they should do, how they should, how to go about it, start writing things down, planning, things like that. And we get through the process step by step. We don't eat the whole elephant. We take bits and pieces. If it's the elephant in the room, you cannot take the whole elephant on. You've got to take the elephant in pieces. In pieces. And that's how we're going to get you free. We're going to get you step by step There's just so much going on, especially with the social media world we live in now, that it's just like, come on. And you don't have that support system. You don't have that person you can talk to and or even email, or there's the hotline. Yes, there's the hotline. And no, and it's no, I think it's like 20,000 calls a week or something like that they get. The numbers are unreal. But you have to be the breaker. It is time for your freedom to begin. It is time for you to live the life you always wanted to live. And that's taking step by step, day by day, eating the elephant in small pieces. And guess what, sis? You've got a sis who's went through it. You've got a sis who knows what it's like to try to say, not today. Maybe tomorrow. Not today. No, I got that bag over there, or he gone, but not today. Let me think about, no, not today. That's because the breaking point has been there. It's going to be hard. It's going to be ugly. Finances are involved in most cases. When I say finances, I mean those who are married are tied to it. You know, there's more that, sometimes when you're just living together, that's a different story, but you still have things that you have together. I'm not discounting any of that. I'm just saying that when you do decide to do what you're going to do, you're thinking about, how am I going to do this alone? Where am I going to go? Because most shelters, a lot of people don't want to go into because they're not kept well. And I know, like I said, I don't know what it's like to live in a shelter, so I'm not going to lie about that. I don't know. But I've been in one when I started my nonprofit. So when I started my nonprofit, I was able to have access. And I know that some people just don't want to go there. And the shelters do sometimes stay at probably 90% capacity. Sometimes there's just like one bed left that the police officers need to use because of an extreme emergency when someone needs to get out that night or that day. And they try to keep at least one bed available. But I'm telling you, it is time for you to be the breaker so that you can live the life you want, free from this you are in. And I am here as your survivor sister to support you. Because you may not have that person alongside of you. It's time for you to be the breaker. So I will be back. Like and subscribe to Survivor Fit. I will be uploading more videos because we are going to start moving our bodies. You may not have a gym membership. That's fine. You're going to get you some small weights, and we're going to get some music, and we're going to get together, and we're going to just work out together. We're going to pray together. We're going to do everything we need to do to get you to the point where you're free in your mind, in your wholeness, free apart. I mean, when I say free, I mean away from that, and you are going to be whole again. You have to be. There's too much life to live out here. There's too much freedom out here for you not to be living the life you want to live. And we're going to do it through fitness, and we're going to do it through togetherness, support system. We're stronger together. And we're going to be stronger women. But you have to be the breaker. Like and subscribe, Survivor Fit. Leave some comments below in the comment section. Tell me what you're thinking. You can email me at worshipworkouteatclean at Gmail. So that's worshipworkouteatclean at gmail.com. And just let me know. Let me know what you're feeling. Let me know what you're thinking, because it's time that we got together as a community and not continue to shelter ourselves and isolate ourselves away from each other when we need each other in community. We need community. This is a very underserved community, and it's time that we got together as a sisterhood, as a community of people, to work together so that we can help everyone. We are here, and we are not here just for ourselves on earth. We are here to support one another. We are supposed to be in community, and we are supposed to help each other through the hard times. And you are in your hard time, and it's time to get out. It's time to move forward. So, leave me a message. Let me know. Email me, because I got you, Survivor Sis, okay? I love you. I love you. I love you. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.